Today we're working on graphs of hyperbolas. So we have our pretty little equation right there, and we have our graph. Before we start doing anything, I need to figure it out if the hyperbola opens up and down or side to side. So I have my cheat sheet from the other day, and I know that the negative is in front of x squared. So when the negative is in front of x squared, I know the hyperbola is vertical. When it's vertical, it opens up and down. Okay, so I know in the end the hyperbola is going to look something like that. Before I do anything, I will go ahead and copy that in standard form now that I already know that it's vertical. So negative x minus h over b squared, and then y minus k squared over a squared is 1. Okay, now I need h, k, a, and b. H and k, that's easy because I know I have nothing by the x and I also know I have nothing by the y. So h and k are easy. So I know, if anything, my hyperbola is going to start right there at the origin. Now, I know b squared is under x squared. So if b squared is right there, 36, that leaves me with b being 6 and a being 2. Okay, so far so good. But now, what do I do with all this? Just remember the definition. B is the distance from the center to the covertex or the covertices. And A is the distance from the center to the vertices. Okay, I know the hyperbola is opening up and down. So here we go. I will trace all my guides in black, and then finally my hyperbola is going to be in red. So the center is right there at 0, 0. And I know A is 2. So A, and I also know the vertices are right there on the graph. If my hyperbola is vertical, so I go up and down 2 to plot my vertices here and here. So I used A to come up with the 2 vertices I have. And I will use B to find the covertices. So 6 in each direction. And you're like, okay, that's getting me nowhere. So this is our box. Notice that everything is dashed because I haven't started graphing yet. Now, you need, of course, the asymptotes. And the asymptotes, you're going to make it nice and neat. It goes from corner to corner on that box, diagonally. Okay, now the definition of the asymptote is the line that the graph approaches but will never cross. And that's exactly what we're going to use, that just as a guide. So here is my hyperbola. It approaches the asymptotes but will never cross or touch. Now with the same idea, we're going to graph the other one. Before I start doing anything, I need to figure it out if it's horizontal or vertical. So I need to figure out what the negative sign is. So the negative is right there in front of y. When the negative is in front of y, hyperbola is horizontal. That means it opens sideways, right there. So I will copy down the equation in standard form so I know where everything is. Okay, so that's the standard form horizontal orientation of a hyperbola. Negative right in front of y. Okay. I need H, K, A, and B. So H is the number right there with X, or it's the X of the vertex. I mean the center, sorry. So 2. K is the one right there next to Y, so -3. It's -3 because the negative right there belongs to the formula, and 2 negatives make a positive. So A is the number right there in front of X. So A squared is 9, so A is 3. So you square root it. B squared is 16, square root it, you get 4. So center right there at 2, -3. Now I know the hyperbola is going to open sideways like this. That means the vertices will be right there on side to side. So I know I need to use A to find the vertices. So if A is 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. If you want to, you can go ahead and write yourself a little note right there. That's where you're going to find the vertices. Now for B, B is 4, so it's going to be 4 up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 down. Draw the box, because after you have the box, you have to draw the asymptotes. Okay. We already know the hyperbola is opening side to side. I have all my guides right there. So everything in black and it's dotted, it's not part of the graph. It's all, these are all my guides. This side looks a little crooked, but it's fine. And here it is, guys. So the hyperbola is what is in red. Bye.